So when I was about 16 years old, we used to have these parties. We called them bloomer parties because we would wear bloomers. It was basically where we were drinking Goldschlager, wearing bloomers, which are just underwear with a lot of ruffles on the butt because we thought we were classy. I was never a massive fan of these bloomers parties because first of all, Goldschlager, second of all, alcohol just makes me violently ill almost every single time. So I proposed the idea that instead of having a bloomer party with Goldschlager, we have a bloomer party with weed. All of my friends were kind of a little straight edge at that time. So my friends started throwing out all their excuses like, I'm allergic to smoke. Oh, I'm allergic to fun. I just want to fit in. I was just like, God, all of my friends are so boring. Like, how am I supposed to ever have fun with them? I know, I'll make brownies. Oh my God, I love brownies. I love fun. I just want to fit in. So I went over to my friend Pootie's house where we had all of our bloomer parties, and I start making the weed brownies. I start mixing in the weed with the butter as you do. My friend Pootie was like, so like you've done this before, right? I'm like, yeah, totally. I do this all the time. I mean, like, had I made Pillsbury brownies like out of a box before that weren't special? Yeah, sure, totally. Had I made brownies that had weed in them? No, absolutely not. Never before in my life. So we're all anxiously gathered around the oven, waiting, counting down the minutes and the times just ticking on until these brownies are done. Then the excitement really kicked in. The time has come. It's finally here. Thank God. I'm here too. We were all very excited for these special brownies, myself probably the most. So we all decided to take two to start. We cheersed. And then we were like, here we go. Let's go watch a movie. I chose for us to watch the movie Smiley Face. It is my favorite stoner film probably of all time. And so we all agreed that we were gonna just chill, watch this movie, and the first person to feel anything, say something. I got up to go to the bathroom eventually. As I'm walking down the hallway to the bathroom, I am definitely noticing I am absolutely high. Man, I'm lit. I was just giggling to myself a lot as well as just feeling really, really good. So I come back to the group and I announce, okay, I'm totally high. They're working. And then my sweet friend Snow White announces, oh my God, thank God. I had no idea what was going on. And I'm like freaking out. And I'm like, am I the only one who feels like this? To which we all just laughed. After that, we had a really good time. We pretty much just hung out, danced, had a good time, laughed at every single thing that we found mildly amusing. At one point, my friend Daniel was over and he challenged me. He said, I want you to hit me as hard as you can, Tyler Durden style. I don't know how this challenge came about, but at this point, I was kind of tripping out. I was so high, and I've never been this high before in my life, still to this day, that I was kind of hallucinating. Things around me and everything in the room had a kind of bluish, reddish border around it, almost as if I was watching a movie from the 80s that was in 3D, but I hadn't put on my 3D glasses yet. That's pretty much how everything looked to me. It was really strange, but nonetheless, a ton of fun. So I squared up, ready to punch Daniel, because apparently this is what I'm doing. He says, go for it, punch me in the arm. And I missed by a literal foot or two. To which again, we all just cracked up. We're having a great night, laughing at every single thing. And then suddenly, Pootie's older sister and her brother-in-law were home. They were the mom and dad of the house at the time, so once we heard that they were home, we all kind of split and ran. So we're all running down the hallway being like, tee, okay, we gotta go. Pootie's like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. I'm just giggling at everything still. Snow White's like, don't tell my Bible study. And then Panda down there is starting to cry for some reason. So we get to Pootie's room and I'm like, woo, okay, that was close. Okay, now we're good. But then Snow White's like, wait, where's Pootie? Pootie burst into the door freaking out with the leftover remains of brownies, and she's exclaiming, oh my God, I think they know, I think they know. And I'm just like, calm down, we're all good. Why would they know? There's no reason that they would know. And she says, because I told them. And I'm like, well, then yeah, they know. Is Panda okay? Hannah, I just want to go home. I gotta get home. She was insisting that she drive home that night, and I was just like, no. If you're feeling anything close to what I'm feeling, you're 100% not driving home. No way. She was insistent that she really needed to go home, so we made her call a friend, phone a friend. She called her older brother and was like, my friends and I made some brownies tonight, and they won't let me drive home, and I just really need to go home, but they won't let me drive. Can you come get me? And she left and she was fine. Everything was chill. So the three of us went to bed and slept great all night long. I had to wake up early in the morning though because I had to go to work the next day. The second I woke up, I realized I was absolutely still stoned. I wasn't tripping anymore, but I was absolutely still high. So I go to open the Marble Slab where I worked at the time, which is an ice cream shop. And I'm just sitting there with my thoughts being like, wow, what a night. That was a lot of fun. I had a great time. I'm still so stoned. Oh man, I'm still so high. Snow White calls me at this point and she is freaking out because she's still high and she's like, oh my God, did I fry myself? I'm just like, no girl, that's not a thing. And she's like, is this gonna be forever? I'm like, yeah, I wish. No, it'll be over soon. She says, are you sure? Like 100%. I said, yes, trust me. I've tried. Okay, thank you. Just try and enjoy it while it lasts. So I'm back to work and I'm just like, wow, good thing nobody wants ice cream at 9 a.m. when all of a sudden, shit. Guy walks in with 3 daughters and he says, my daughters would like 3 incredibly complicated orders, all with mix-ins because breakfast is the most important meal of the day. I'm just like, is this a joke? Is this for real? Okay, all right, let's go. Challenge mode on. So I go to the Marble Slab and I start in on their orders. Of course, they all want something different. They all want stuff mixed in. Ice cream in the morning is still really hard from coming out of the deep freezer. And like I said, I was stoned, so I felt like I was moving at a glacial pace. Mixing in strawberry with strawberries, mix that in, okay, good to go. Vanilla ice cream with a ton of sprinkles, mix that in, okay, good to go. Mixing in chocolate ice cream with white chocolate chips, mix that in, okay, good to go. Here you go, be on your way, sir. Guy looks at me and says, thank you so much. I really appreciate you working. Then he winked at me and stuck a 20 in the tip jar. I was like, oh my God, he's so new. Wow, okay, wow, he knew. 10 out of 10. Absolutely knew I was stoned. And then I was like, oh well.